To all of our local, our regional, and our international viewers, thank you kindly for choosing us here at Real TV, where we bring reality to you. And I am Zelisa Singh, your kindly humbly inviting you to sit down, relax, enjoy. Get your pen, get your notebook, Real TV, so you can take notes on important numbers that will be helpful to you and your loved ones. And of course, as you would have realized, I am doing the program remotely this morning due to circumstances beyond my control. So a very warm welcome to Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those pointed questions. Directing this morning and in master control, we've got Robert Ortiz. And on behalf of the team, we'd like to wish each and every one a wonderful day today. Happy Wednesday. It's the middle of the work week, Wednesday, the 11th of March, 2026. I trust all is well. You're safe, you're happy, you're in good health, and you're having yourself a beautiful day. And reminding you life is what you make of it. Robert, at this time, I would advise you to please go to Fab in the Expo. And before you go to the ad, let me remind each and every one of you that your health is your wealth. Don't take your health for granted. It is your wealth, all right? If you can't love yourself and take care of yourself, no one can. So, Robert, can you kindly go to Fab in the Expo? Remember to check them out today.
Farm India Expo would like to wish all our valued customers a blessed Ramadan 2026. We are now open with a complete change of stock located opposite Medford gas station Shogunas, featuring brand new styles and the latest products straight out of India. Shop from a wide variety of clothing, accessories and special booths catering for all your e-shopping needs. Plus, don't miss out on our full-size Indian food court with delicious meals and treats for everyone. Come visit us at the Farm India Expo, conveniently located opposite the Medford gas station in Shogunas. Fab India Expo, your one-stop destination for Ramadan and e-shopping. We can't wait to see you.
Where we bring reality to you, to all of our local, regional, and international viewers. Thank you kindly for choosing us. This morning, I am in conversation with a strength at Real TV, and that, of course, is Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. And today, Mr. Ramtahal is going to be talking to us about the Public Assistant Grant. Mr. Ramtahal, good morning, sir, and welcome.
Thank you very much, Zal. Good morning to you as well, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. My humble apologies for not being there physically. However, with the grace of God and with technology, I can be afforded the opportunity to still do the broadcast at a remote location. So thank you so much for still making every effort to be there in studio. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
The Public Assistant Grant, can you enlighten us on this?
Right. So today we will be talking and explaining everything about the Public Assistance Grant. The Public Assistance Grant is provided to meet the needs of persons where the household income is deemed inadequate. And that is very important, and I will repeat that for the benefit of our viewers and our listeners. The Public Assistance Grant is provided to meet the needs of persons where the household income is deemed inadequate. All right? So, such a person may include an individual 18 years and over who is certified by a government medical officer as unable to earn a living due to physical or mental disability. All right? In simpler terms, the public assistance grant is offered to our citizens or legal residents who have some physical or mental problem and cannot work. Okay? A person receiving senior citizens pension, okay, whose spouse is 55 years and over and unemployed, or whose spouse is under 55 years but unable to work due to physical and mental disability. So that's another condition where a citizen would qualify for the public assistance grant. Also, an individual whose deceased spouse receives senior citizens pension and public assistance on behalf of the spouse over 55 years of age. All right. So,
Mr. Ramtahal, can you enlighten us a little more about this, because I think this is extremely important for our viewers to understand. Thank you.
It is. All right. So I would repeat. The public assistance grant is provided to meet the needs of persons where the household income is deemed inadequate. So it means a family where the head of the household is ill or for some reason is unemployed, whether through lack of unemployment or some form of injury or illness, the public assistance can come in to assist that family. All right?
Right. We established that. Mm-hmm.
Right. So such a person may include an individual 18 years and over. So you must be considered an adult at 18 years and over and certified by a government medical practitioner as being unable to earn a living due to a physical or mental disability. And it must be noted that your illness must be certified by a government medical practitioner, not a private practitioner. Okay, that is very, very important. So you would be either secured by at the regional health offices or at the general hospital at the various locations. Okay?
Right. So we're talking about the health clinics in different communities.
That's right.
That's run by the government,
Yes.
as well as all of our general hospitals run by the government as well. So it has to be a government health institution. Yes.
Excellent. That's right.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And it must be a person receiving senior citizens pension whose spouse is 55 years and over and unemployed, or whose spouse is under 55 but unable to work due to physical or mental disability. So that's another condition where a person can qualify for the public assistance grant. And I will repeat it for the edification of our senior citizens and those who are near 55 years and over. A person receiving senior citizens pension whose spouse is 55 years and over and unemployed, or whose spouse is under 55 years but unable to work due to physical or mental disability. That's another condition where a citizen or legal resident of Trinidad and Tobago can qualify for the public assistance grant. Also,
so this means I just need some clarification here. It means that if someone I'm just using an example, is the head of the home, and that person cannot work anymore because of health reasons, it means that, and once it's been approved by a government medical doctor, then that person can qualify to get the public assistance grant.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Okay.
And his
Now,
spouse.
in the event, I'm thinking now, in the event, let us say you have a situation where you have mother and father in a home. Both of them are unemployed because of health concerns. And let us say they have 2 or 3 children, right? Can both of them now qualify for public assistance grants?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
And
okay,
inclusive
good.
of the children, because remember, the children will be without any form of support.
Right.
You understand?
So
they
you
could
can
qualify.
perhaps apply for a clothes grant or a food grant or different things.
That's right.
Even a food card or hampers of food. Okay, good.
Whatever is
Just clarity
available,
there.
yes.
Okay, so whatever is available, it means that that family can get a little extra because of the given situation at the time.
Right. Who else
Okay,
can qualify?
excellent.
An individual whose deceased spouse received senior citizens pension and public assistance on behalf of the spouse over 55 years of age. So, all right, let me repeat that so that you will be clear as to who can qualify for it. An individual whose deceased spouse receives senior citizens pension and public assistance on behalf of the spouse over 55 years. So if the head of the household died, then the supporting family can be assisted with public assistance.
Okay, so in the event the head of the home is collecting a pension or collecting some sort of assistance, God forbid that person should pass, it means that the family who are dependent on that individual can now get some sort of assistance.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's what it means?
That's what it
okay,
means.
Good.
That's right.
Right. So now our viewers are aware. If you had the head of the home who was, collecting some sort of assistance due to circumstances beyond any control, it means then, God forbid that person should pass, that the family would be able to apply for other grants to get assistance. Yes, Mr. Ramtahal?
Yes, quite correct.
Okay, great. This is the program Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. Today I'm in conversation with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. And Mr. Ramtahal is talking to us about the public assistance grants that are available for those in need. Mr. Director, at this time, let's go to some important messages. When we return, we continue our conversation with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. Mr. Ramtahal served this land for many years, so he has years of experience. And when it comes to an authority for knowledge with regards to serving this land, combined together, indeed a strength to share his information with us. Yes? Let's go to these messages, please.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance. Is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited, building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
Are you looking for the right space for your business? Fred's Plaza has the space you need. We offer professional rental spaces designed for growing businesses. Conveniently located in San Juan on the Eastern Main Road, opposite the PTSC terminal and between Royal Castle and Mario's. Easy access, high visibility. For inquiries, call or WhatsApp 868-384-7142 today, or visit Level 3 Fred's Plaza for details.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 2926470 or WhatsApp us at 3847142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
Welcome back to Conversations with Zelisa right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. To all of our local, our regional, and our international viewers, thank you so much for choosing us as we continue to inform, educate, empower. I'm in conversation today with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. Mr. Ramtahal is talking to us today about the public assistance grants and how it can be of benefit for you and your family, those especially that are in a less fortunate situation. Mr. Ramtahal, welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much, Al. And as I continue to identify the grounds on which you can qualify for the public assistance grant, good. A single parent who is unable to earn a living due to caring for a child with a physical or mental disability. That is quite clear. That is extremely clear, because if you are a single parent and you cannot go to work because you are forced to stay at home to care for a child with a physical or mental disability, then you would be entitled to a public assistance grant. Is that clear, Sal?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. Because, I mean, a child with a physical or mental disability will obviously need attention all the time. Yes. Because sometimes if they are mentally challenged, they would do unusual things, interfere with items that could hurt them and things like that. So they somebody must be supervising them every minute of the day. All right?
Correct. They require special needs and extra attention.
Excellent. Excellent.
As opposed to children without those challenges, you could perhaps give them a book to read. You could give them a puzzle to do. You could have them play a game. You could get them involved. However, our children that are vulnerable with regards to health concerns, especially with special needs children, they really need to be attended to around the clock.
For full time.
Even at night,
right.
It's full time. Even at night, someone has to be with them for many, many, many reasons, as we would have identified before.
Yes. Who else? A parent, guardian, or custodian on behalf of a child with a physical or mental ability, right? So a parent, guardian, or custodian on behalf of a child with a physical or mental disability can qualify for the public assistance grant. Also, right. A person on behalf of a child whose parent is deceased, imprisoned, or has abandoned the family and does not provide support despite there being an application or a court order for maintenance. All right, this one is very important as well.
Yes, I'd like you to repeat that, please, Mr.
Yes.
Ramtahal.
Right. So a person on behalf of a child whose parent is deceased, that's one condition, or imprisoned, that's 2 conditions, or has abandoned the family, like 3 conditions, and does not provide support despite there being an application order for maintenance. Good? So the idea is to have some form of support for this child who is challenged, and we do not use the word deformed and other things like derogatory terms to identify these children. We use terminology that is quite clear and not discriminatory. All right, so it is important.
So let's get some clarity here. We're talking about a parent who would have abandoned their child or children, a parent who is in jail.
That's right.
And
Deceased,
a parent
imprisoned,
who has deceased. Right.
or who has been abandoned by the family.
Right. The father or the mother, if they were the sole breadwinners and they abandoned the children, and let us just say a scenario where the grandparents now step in and they take care of the children, it means then that they could go to the social welfare and get some sort of assistance. Yes?
Yes.
Okay,
right.
good. So there are many cases, Mr. Ramtahal, that we are aware where like a parent or parents in jail and one can't be found for years or one doesn't take the responsibility and the grandparents step in or an auntie or an uncle step in and they take care of the children, they can now apply for assistance for those children, yes?
Right.
Okay, good. Thank you, sir.
Good. Or who can apply to? The spouse of a person serving a term of imprisonment. Okay, that is quite clear. If the father of a child is serving a term of imprisonment, the mother who might be unemployed can qualify for public assistance for that child. That one is quite clear.
Right. Right. I also want to identify, you said something extremely important, and that is if the mother is unemployed. Now, in a situation where the mother is employed but working on minimum take home, let us say she's packing groceries just to help herself, or she's doing a little ironing or a little washing or a little babysitting just to help herself, can that mother apply to get some extra assistance?
Surely she can apply. Surely she can apply, and investigations
What is the
will be
level
done.
of income in terms of income? Let us just say she goes down to the office and they say, well, are you employed? And she's honest. And she's saying, well, yes, I go and iron clothes, or I go and clean houses, or I go and, I cook for some people or whatever. She's honest. Does she have to bring in, does she qualify based on the income? Could you give us some clarity with regards to that? Does she have to have a certain, a lock-off point with regards to her income?
What investigations would be done to determine the income in the home? And if, the income seems to be inadequate, clearly she will be assisted. But if she has an executive position and it has a huge income, chances are she herself may not apply, or if she do apply, investigations would be determined based on her income. And I think that is fair.
Obviously, that is fair. I was just about to say, obviously, if she is gainfully employed and she's an attorney, or she's a doctor, or she's a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? She's an engineer or a teacher, and she's gainfully employed and she could maintain and take care of herself and her children, then I think it is fair that she would not be able to get any sort of assistance. However, there are mothers who they may not be as educated as others, but they're still willing to help out because they want to be able to provide for their children. It's not expensive. It's not cheap to take care of children, more so if children are going to school. Even if children are very small and they're in Pampers and things like that. It means then that, we want to be able to be assured that women, especially in that situation, can qualify to get some sort of assistance for her children.
we must remember that every region has a quorum of decision makers, board members. They are referred to as board members. Every office has board members who sit at the meeting every month to make decision whether you grant or do not grant. And
Right.
most times we find they are elderly persons very involved in human assistance and things like that, and they would make decisions based on the information brought to their attention by the investigating officer, who are the social welfare officers. All right? So
Right.
these decisions are not make, they are done thoroughly. They are done thoroughly. The investigations are done and presented to the board members who make decisions. And more often than not, these cases are granted because of difficult circumstances. All right.
Correct.
Who else qualifies? The spouse of a person serving a term of imprisonment. Well, that is clear. If the father of the child is in prison, it is easy that he or she may not have a form of support. A person who was cohabitating with a person of the opposite sex for a period of at least 3 years before the latter began serving a term of imprisonment. Well, I just mentioned that. If the father of the
Right.
child has gone to prison and there's no form of support for the child, that child can qualify for the
Well,
public
if
assistance
you'll
grant.
allow me,
Yeah,
there
sure.
are fathers who do. There are fathers who abandon their children,
For sure.
and there are mothers who step up, and they may be. Let us just say they are now in prison. The women, it means that their children can qualify if whoever is taking care of that child or children can qualify to get assistance. Yes.
Yes.
So it's not just if a father is in prison; it's if a mother is imprisoned as well.
And even if the father is not supporting for one reason or the other, whatever information is found by the investigating social welfare officer can be. If it's a special case, they could identify the conditions faced by that child to the board members, and the board members can make a decision. And I can tell you a lot of times the board members are empathetic towards cases like these, rather than the child, to live in hardship and things like that. They would surely.
Of course.
Yes.
Now, I'm just sharing a little knowledge here based on some information I received very recently from an attorney at law. And it is important, and we're just going off track a little bit, but I think information is always important. To share knowledge is power. And for those, especially the mothers that are struggling and their partners are not paying maintenance, if the mother can locate where the father is employed, you can go to the courts, let them know, they will summons wherever that man is gainfully employed. They take it to the employer, and the employer will have to take it out of his salary to ensure that that maintenance is paid. That is legal. And I think a lot of women are not aware of this. And
Yes.
now that they are aware of this, all those deadbeat fathers all over the place that don't, they're not paying attention, they're not paying maintenance, and they live in life large. It is important that the mothers of their children are aware that this is an avenue that they could take in order to get maintenance. Yeah? So
That's
I just
right,
thought I
Sarah.
should share that. I just thought I should share that with
That is
our
quite
viewers.
accurate. Because
Yes.
if
Please, sir.
the mother takes the father to court and he doesn't pay, she can also apply for public assistance
Exactly.
from the social
So,
welfare
thank you, sir.
division offices.
Thank you, sir. With that, Mr. Director, let's go to some important messages. When we return, we continue our conversation with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. And today, Mr. Ramtahal is talking to us about how you can qualify to get public assistance, those grants. All right? Thank you so much. Let's go to these messages. Stay with us.
Need a space to record your podcast, interview, or video content? Our fully equipped studio is available for rental, perfect for productions of all kinds. Enjoy a professional studio setting, quality lighting, and a comfortable environment designed for smooth, high-quality productions. Call or WhatsApp today to book your studio time.
Ladies and gentlemen, young people, senior citizens, it is my pleasure and privilege to invite you to look at the program Inspired on Real TV at 2 p.m. every Wednesday afternoon. Inspired is designed to lift your spirits, to help you overcome depression and failure so you could be an outstanding, extraordinary success. We have special experts every Wednesday who will inspire you to do better, to be your best self. So may God bless you. And remember, every Wednesday at 2 p.m., please look out for the program Inspire.
Are you ready to kickstart your career? It's time to be your own boss. Present your own ideas, control your own narrative, allow yourself to be seen, allow your voice to be heard. Host your show with us at Real TV. Call us today at 292-6470 or WhatsApp us at 384-7142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
To all of our local, our regional, and our international viewers, thank you kindly for choosing us here at Real TV, where we bring reality to you. To all those on Tego, the app, we thank you for choosing us, and to remind your friends and family that they can download the app absolutely free on their devices and watch Real TV real time, anytime, and will be able to gain knowledge. You know, knowledge is power. In conversation this morning with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor, Mr. Ramtahal has served this land for many years. So with his years of experience and his knowledge together, how fortunate we are to have him share his wealth of knowledge and information with us. Now today he's talking to us about the public assistance grants. Mr. Ramtahal, welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much, Al. It's my pleasure to be here because it is said if you have knowledge and you do not share it, it's of value to no one. But if you share it and people benefit from what information is related to them, then you know it is something to their benefit.
Great.
Right. And we are discussing today the public assistance grant. Let me bring you up to date on the quantum of the payments. The maximum of public assistance grant effective January 2019. If one person is to get public assistance, that person will get $1,300 per month. If two persons are to get public assistance, they would get $1,550 per month. If three persons qualify for public assistance, they would get $1,750 per month. And if 4 or more persons are to get public assistance, then that grant would be $1,900 per month. And these payments became effective with effect from January 2019. Now, what are some of the documents required? Of course, you need to validate your application, computerized birth certificate and or affidavit. All right, some of us, our birth certificate need a supporting affidavit because we are carrying a different name or something like that. Our ID card, okay, of the applicant, not of the children. I think at 15 years they get in ID cards now, but those under 15 do not have ID cards. Okay, we need
Right.
information from the National Insurance Board to indicate whether they are entitled to any form of assistance from the National Insurance Board. A recent bank statement. We want to know the status of your savings and or your income and so on. Your marriage certificate where applicable to confirm whether you are married or not. The child's birth certificate where applicable, or if there are more than one the children's birth certificate. The death certificate especially, like if the father of the child has died, so it is important that the death is confirmed by a death certificate. And other documents relevant to the application. For example, clients may need to complete forms issued by the Social Welfare Office in respect of student enrollment, receipt of national insurance benefits, and or medical information. So what is necessary, other documents to substantiate your application so that you can qualify for the grant to assist in the upkeep of the family. So that is important. The documents must be obtained to validate your application. And if all documents are in order, it goes to a board meeting where it's brought before the board members and they decide yes or no whether you qualify or not. And more likely than not, people will qualify because the documents will substantiate the facts of the family. Okay?
Good.
So that is where, as far as the public assistance grant goes, to cover families who find themselves in a dire situation and need some form of assistance to maintain the family at a decent level. Okay?
Yes.
Right. So, in dealing with the public assistance grant, Zal, I chose this topic deliberately so that I can discuss it today. The public assistance grant is, as explained, is available to individuals or families who find themselves in some form of financial hardship. All right?
Yes.
And in my reflection, I mean, and I don't know how this missed me while I was at work, while I was still active in the social welfare division, is that when a family applies for public assistance, okay, before I go to that, when you apply for old age pension, you qualify from the month after you submit your application. That is clear, sir,
Right.
is it?
Yes, sir. So once you apply, let us say you apply on the 5th of September, it means from the 5th of October you'll be, am I
From the
correct?
beginning of October, from the first day in the month of October, you will receive it.
Okay,
Similarly,
well, supposed to. However, there are people that say they wait months and months and months.
yes, but whenever it is approved, it will be approved from the month after you apply, from the first day of the
Right.
month after you applied. So if you applied in
Okay.
July, you will qualify from the 1st of August. Okay?
Right. Yes,
That is applicable with old age pension. It is similar with disability. If you apply for disability, similarly, if it takes a little while to be investigated and approved, it will, more likely than not, it will be approved from the month after you apply. What is irregular, and this is very important, is the public assistance grant. And that is, this is the main reason that I have decided to address the public assistance grant today. When you apply, unlike the old age pension, which is approved from the month after you applied, and the disability assistance, which is approved from the month after you apply, and other grants, the public assistance is different. And I want to address this so that the authorities can revisit why it is not on the same scale of approval with the other grants. Public assistance very often involves children. And when public assistance is approved, it is not approved from the month after the application like the other grants. It is approved from the month at which it goes to the meeting. And to explain that so you can understand it a little clearer, if you apply for a grant in January, if it's old age pension, whenever it is approved, it will be approved from February. If it's disability, it will be approved from February. Other grants would approve from February. Unlike the public assistance grant, it would be approved when the officer visits the application and submits a report to the board. And to me, that is not correct. Because more likely than not, with public assistance, you would have children involved in that application. And therefore, the grant should commence the month after the application, just as the other grants from the Ministry of Social Development. Is that clear to you?
Taken.
Is that clear to you, Zal?
Yes, very much so. Point taken. My director is indicating we need to go to a break.
Yeah, sure.
So at this time, we'll go to a quick break, taking some important messages. When we return, Mr. Ramtahal, we continue our conversation. Mr. Director, let's now go to these important messages. Stay with us.
When security matters most, choose Catch Security Services Limited. We are proudly approved by the Ministry of Homeland Security. We protect your home, business, community, and much more. Our services include professional baton and armed officers, specialized K-9 units, mobile patrols, secure cash pickups, secure transport, and pepper spray applications and supply coming soon. Don't wait. Secure your assets now. Contact Catch Security today. Call 622-6601, email info@cssl-tt.com, or visit our office at 30-32, Saddle Road, Maraval.
Need a space to record your podcast, interview, or video content? Our fully equipped studio is available for rental, perfect for productions of all kinds. Enjoy a professional studio setting, quality lighting, and a comfortable environment designed for smooth, high-quality productions. Call or WhatsApp today to book your studio time.
Fab India Expo would like to wish all our valued customers a blessed Ramadan 2026. We are now open with a complete change of stock located opposite Medford gas station, Chaguanas, featuring brand new styles and the latest products straight out of India. Shop from a wide variety of clothing, accessories and special booths catering for all your e-shopping needs. Plus, don't miss out on our full-size Indian food court with delicious meals and treats for everyone. Come visit us at the Fab India Expo, conveniently located opposite the Medford gas station in Chaguanas. Fab India Expo, your one-stop destination for Ramadan and e-shopping. We can't wait to see you.
To all of our local, our regional, and our international viewers, we thank you kindly for choosing us here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. We continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. Today, I'm in conversation with Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor, and Mr. Ramtahal is speaking to us about grants, the social welfare, the public assistant grant. And I always say knowledge is power. And when he imparts his knowledge, it means we have the power within ourselves to make better choices, better decisions. But more importantly, we can share this information. Sometimes you are at work and one of your co-workers, experiencing some level of hardship, being abandoned by a husband or wife, the death of someone, you can advise them based on the information that you now know. So welcome back to Mr. Chanka Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. Mr. Ramtahal, welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much, Al. So as before the break, I raised a point that I find is of vital importance. Did you get an idea
Yes.
of what it is, Al?
Yes, most certainly. I paid attention with regards to understanding the time frame. And
Yes.
I've said it to you before. You have first-hand information.
Yes.
You've been part of the system for many
For
years,
many
and
years.
I would still say you could be the solution. Meaning that you are aware of this, and perhaps you can be an advocate. You could perhaps ask for an appointment, a meeting, an audience with the good minister, and speak to her on this, advise her accordingly, because you have the years of experience, you have the know-how, the knowledge, and you understand. And so perhaps this could be a solution to some of the problems that they're facing.
Yes. And Zal, just to mention, for those who may not know, during my start here at the social welfare department, I have had tremendous exposure to training, a lot of training. I went to
Yes.
Malta for 3 weeks with delegates from all over the world dealing with social welfare issues. I went to the Slovak Republic for three days with delegates from all over the world dealing with social welfare issues and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah, so I have had tremendous training. Even locally, we would have had regular training and so on. And I couldn't understand why I didn't pick this up before. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And now that I've picked it, why should it be different from the other aspects of delivery?
Correct.
Because when you apply for pension, if you wait 1 year to get it, you get 1 year arrears. And other grants is similar. But the public assistance grant, where children mainly are important, more often than not, children are involved in the public assistance grant. And sometimes 2 and 3 and 4, sometimes 5, 6. They get, to me, they are short paid. Whereas the others will receive
most
arrears.
certainly.
Pardon?
You're absolutely correct.
Yes.
When the children are our future. Let us face it. What we invest, what the morals and values we instill, the investment we make into their lives now, will certainly be the outcome into the future. Now, the fact is, when you have one child or 2 children, it's very expensive when it comes to their schools. Even if they go to the public schools, you still have to fit a lot of bills like photocopies, and they ask for different things at all times to raise funds to do things, which I understand and respect, but it becomes a burden on the parent or the single parent when they have children. They have to provide their food. Now, thank God you have the food system where they could get at least 1 meal in school. But that doesn't, when it comes to transportation, when it comes to different expenses, books and different things that they require, uniforms, different things, it is extremely expensive. And so it is difficult for the single parent who is surviving on a limited income or sometimes none at all and asking for handouts. So I agree with you. It's very sensitive, it's delicate, but it has to be dealt with because we need to be able to ensure that our children are taken care of. Mr. Ramtahal, I have had conversations with people who have been very instrumental and have NGOs. When you hear, as a matter of fact, we're going to be starting a new program very soon, highlighting some of these cases. And let me tell you something firsthand. When you hear firsthand and you see pictures of cases, you can't, sometimes you just can't believe this is really Trinidad and Tobago in the year 2026. I myself would have had experiences during different flooding and different experiences. We went out and give food hampers and hot meals and things like that, and would have also seen firsthand how people still have, they bathe outside in a governor shed, they use their toilets outside in a governor, they live in themselves in a governor shed, one little room, how many people? Now, other people may say, well, why they don't get up and get a job, or why they have so much children, and why should they be a burden on the economy? Well, that is their perspective. But the point is, it is what it is. And if we can assist and help, then that is what we should do. Right? If the government took the initiative, our leaders, to say, okay, we are going to help those that are less fortunate, then you need to help them. If there are services, like you say, from the social welfare to assist, then they should be assisted, and they should not be in a place where they should feel less than who they are or second class or they're begging. The fact is there are provisions by the government made for these people, and they should get what is due to them.
Yes, that is quite accurate, Zal. And let me tell you, I have decided that if it means trying to get an audience with the Prime Minister to discuss this and to correct this situation, which I feel is an injustice to the poorer class, because it's the poorer class that is most affected by this.
Yes.
You understand? So I'm really moved to the point that if I have to go to the Prime Minister, I will do that. Because why the other grants you are getting from the month after you have applied, and with the public assistance grant, it is granted when it goes to the board meeting. So there's no heavy arrears. You might get 1 month arrears. Whereas with pension, you could get 12 months arrears. Public assistance, not public assistance, the other grants, disability and so on, you could get months arrears. Why families with children especially are not assisted to that extent? You understand?
And we all know, we are all aware that our Prime Minister, when it comes to the children of the land, she's quite passionate about it. I mean, she's very sensitive when it comes to the children. So I am agreeing with you. Perhaps you should go directly to her and speak to her, because when it came to the Life Children Fund and helping children, and I mean, imagine in this day and age, people still have to throw a barbecue or a curry queue or a veggie queue or something in order to raise funds to help to get a medical help. No. So I agree with you. I think when it comes to the Prime Minister, I think she's going to be very open, very accommodating, and she will give you a hearing. But you need to have that meeting with her, speak to her one-on-one, because the fact is you are an authority when it comes to this. You've been part of the system, so you could show her many other points,
Yes. And I am determined to take it to the furthest point, Zal. And I mean, in my view, this is very logical. I mean, why should children, families with children especially, suffer that fate of less financial assistance when they should be getting, a more lucrative grant?
Well,
like the other
I'm about to say something that might come across very harsh, but it's my perspective, and I think we are all entitled to our perspective. all of the money that they spend on giving all of these toys away to children when it comes to Christmas. Understand what I'm saying? I'm now a child is deserving of a toy. But so many people give toys, Mr. Ramtal. That's the fact at the end of the day. Perhaps the same money that they spend with these expensive toys, perhaps they could invest it into giving food, into giving hampers so that you give the entire family, you understand, or reinvest it back into funds that will assist those that genuinely in need. And I say that with no regret.
No, and I endorse that as well. I endorse that as well. You see, our children are the future of the nation, and those are the ones we really have to take good care of. And if,
Correct.
other citizens are treated in a particular way, then our junior population should be treated fairly as well. You understand? So I can tell you, I'm determined to take this to the highest point. I'm
good.
Determined to take
we
this
will
to the
stand
highest
with
point.
you as a media. We stand with you as a media house, Mr. Ramtahal. You've always, been able to be part of conversations with Zelisa long before Real TV was in existence. You have continued to give of your time and your knowledge year after year, and I am full of gratitude because, Mr. Ramtahal, the truth is I get so many messages from people thanking me for having you on the program because they really do appreciate the information that you share. I want to thank you kindly for accommodating the show today, even though I am not physically in studio. I thank you. Thank you for the information that you share. May God continue to bless you richly, and I look forward to you coming next week where we continue to share information with our viewers near and far. God bless you. See you next week. Please, God, sir.
Thank you, Zara, and I want to wish you and the family all the best and have a wonderful day, my dear, and God bless. God's blessings.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I welcome that. My dear viewers, this is where we're going to wrap things up for today. Let me remind you, please respect the law of the land. Do what is right at all times. Here's reminding you that with God and only God, all things are possible. I am Zelisa Voodoo Singh Rupani. Stick and stay with us. Great programming continues. Don't you dare leave us. The best of the best continues right here on Real TV, where we bring reality to you. Thank you so much to our director for his extra effort today in ensuring this broadcast comes to you in a very transparent way. God bless, Mr. Director, and of course, see you all tomorrow.